You're all welcome to today's tutorial of sling bag. We are making a sling bag, and I want to give you the measurement of the bag of the body. We are going to start with the body first. It is when we might have been through with putting of the lining and the interface rather, and the taping and piping. So when we might have been through with that, that is when we are going to get the measurements of the one that will form the gusset. But for this body now, is forming both the front and the back front, and also the base. The bottom is going to be round. The bottom is going to be round. But before then, let me give you the measurement. The measurement we are having here is 21 inches. That's from here to this place, 21 inches by 7.5 by 7.5. 21 inches by 7.5. That is the measurement. And you know, I told you we are starting with the body. With the body, when we have gotten the body, that is when we'll now go to the, we'll now measure the body to get the sides and also the top of the bag. So I just want to give you the measurements now. So in the next video now, I will now in the next video I will now show you the next thing that you are going to do. But for now, just get the measurements down. So now I've used my interface on it. I use another material to line the inside. You can see how it looks like. This is the outer part of it, and this is the inside. So what we are going to do now is to curve this place. We are going to give it a slight curve. No, sorry, not a slight curve. We are going to give it a real curve. A real curve. Like this, you curve it at the edge. So after cutting it, giving it a curve, and you have noticed that your curve is perfect, you use that same side to get the curve of this side. You use it to get the curve of this side. So this is how the curve is going to look like, because I'm making two of these sling bag for my own sales. So you are going to place it on it. So you are going to place it on it like this. You get the first curve by this side, you come to get the second curve. Can you see? Can you see the curve? You see it here. So you just take your scissors and cut it lightly. Follow that same line where you have cut. You see? Curve the same side too, to get the curve. So when you have gotten it, you now bring it to this side. Bring it to this side. If you notice that the shape is not, you just trim it. You gently trim it. So when you have trimmed it, you turn it to the other side so that you can get the shape of the other side. So follow it gently. The same thing, you come to this side. You can see the way I'm cutting it. So we have gotten the shape now. So this is how it's going to look like. Now there's going to be something here that will be the belt holder. You know, we said it's a sling we are making. So the measurement, I'm using pattern to cut it this now so that you understand. The measurement is 4 inches length by 3.5 inches. 4 inches length by 3.5 inches. You remove half inch here. I marked half inch to this place, half inch to this place. Then from that place where you have gotten your half inch, you use your ruler to meet at the end of this. So you just slightly follow that same place. So I cut one side of it. You come and cut the other side too. The other side too. Can you see? So it's going to be at the top here. Now, because you notice this place is curved, if you want to put it, you can't just put it this way. So that's why you have to bend it into two like this to get a curved shape. Bend it into two. Come to this place. See the way it's curved, so that it can enter under this place like this. Can you see? So it's going to be at the top here. So you are going to use this now to cut out your pattern, for the material. So this one is going to be in two. I will cut two of this now for this part that I'm doing. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to use piping. I'm going to pipe it round. So let me just do that and bring it back. So you are welcome back to the tutorial. Now I have measured, I've put the piping there. The type of pipe I use is that transparent one, that hose pipe, and I use another material to cover it and turn it to a pipe. So that was what I used around this place. So when I measured this, the whole of this place, let me measure it. This is how I used to measure my pipe, because I've notched this place already. I've notched here and I've notched the end of this. So if I'm measuring my pipe, if I want to, I measure on top of it. I put a rule on top of the pipe, not below. You put your tape rule on top of the pipe. So I got 24 and quarter. That 24 and quarter making 48.5 round. So the half of it is 24 and quarter. So now, how do you get that? You make sure that the one you are going to put inside is longer than that 24. The first thing you do is to first of all shape this place. You shape this place. You shape it, get the round shape first. You get the round shape like this. When you get it, just get the middle of this place, the way I'm folding it. When you have gotten the middle, you notch it like this. Now we want to get 24. You should know that half of 24 and quarter, that's how many? Half of 24 and quarter is 12 and just small. You add small to it. So 24 and quarter, you get 12. You can make it 12 and quarter. So when you fold it like this, you notch this place. You come back, you come to this other side, you notch this place. Then this place, you see that you still have excess here. You just take your biro to get a perfect round shape. Get your biro, mark it round like this. When you mark it round like this, just come so this is it. Now by the time you measure it now, it's going to give you, try getting the half of this side too. You see, you get this place, notch it, So this is it. You have notched. Then you remeasure again. Go back and measure what you have. If your measurement is accurate, you leave it. If it is a little bit increasing, you add to it. You reduce it rather. So now look at it. We have gotten our 24 and quarter exactly. So that is 24 and quarter. So now the next thing you are going to do now is to get a facing. Get what you are going to use to cover this place, because you are not going to leave it. I'm not using lining. I use another material to do my facing. In fact, there's a way you can do a lot of things. Like this material, look at the back now. If you want the back of your material to be black, you can use this side, because I love this side. It's always good for facing. So that is what I'm going to use for my own facing, because that was what I used for this place. You can see it. That was what I used, and this is the front. So that is all about this. You get the facing. After getting the facing and fixing it, then I will tell you the next thing that you are going to do. So now is this other one I showed you. I was giving you the measurements, that this is how you are going to do it. See, I fixed it. I inserted my belt into it. So this is how I've removed the socket. I inserted the socket into it. The short belt I put here is measured 8.5 inch. 8.5 inch, you put it into part of the socket, and the other side enter into part of this place. As you are sewing it, then you turn it in and you turn it out and stitch this side. The other side enter this other side of the belt, and this other side of the belt is measured 30 inches. The long one is measured 30 inches. You see that everything I'm using is plastic, and I'm using the socket for it. So you just put it and attach it together. That's all. So let me just put the facing and come back. So welcome back to the tutorial. This is another video of the sling bag. Sorry. Now we want to make the zip space. I always love to make pattern, because making of pattern will make your work to be very neat. Now on the material, this is what we are going to use for the side. Now what you are going to do is you measure 4.5 inch in here, 4.5 inch in here, then 4.5 inch in between. So the zip is going to be between this place. So we are having almost 14, but I'm going to make it 14 inches for the space of the zip. Now we are not just going to cut it on the material. We are going to use a pattern. I'm using this chipboard pattern. This chipboard pattern, you know, I said the zip space is 14 inches, and I cut this chipboard 15 inches by 1 inches. 15 inches by 1 inches. Now I measure half inch to this place, half inch to this place. When you had half plus half, making 1 inches. So that means from this place to this place we are having 14 inches for the space of the zip. And now I have gotten half of this 1 inch, half of it. That is where you see that is the place you see that I ruled. So from there you just place your tape rule to get what you are really looking for. The space of the zip supposed not to be more than half inch here. You can see what I'm doing. Can you see it very well? So this is half inch, and the half inch is here. So the zip space supposed not. So from where your 14 is, your 14 reached, you start measuring half. You put the tape rule, the half inch, you measure half. So you put the tape rule in, the half of the half is quarter. That means you measure half, quarter up, quarter down, quarter up, quarter down. Make sure that the line of the quarter is in the middle of what you are measuring. So now I'm going to use my ruler to join them together. All this, I'm going to use it to join them together. After joining it together, I'm going to cut it, but let me join them together first. I've joined it together. I'm going to cut it now. So I'm going to join it together now. So I've joined it together. So this is it here. From here to this place is now, from here to this place is half inch. So what you are going to do now is hold it together like this. Make sure it is equal. Hold it together like this and start cutting it. You are going to cut out the half. You are going to cut it out. So this is it. Sorry, that place has cut off. So this place now, that is where I am going to place on the material to cut out the space of my zip. So all I'm going to do is I will just place it gently like this. I'll place it and I will roll it out. So you are going to place it on your material and roll it out. So let me roll it out. So I'm trying to roll it out now. That is what I'm trying to do now. Just hold it gently and roll it out. So just gently use your ruler to join them together. So join it together. So now you can see it, I have joined them together. I am going to cut out this place now and fix the zip inside. Let me do that and come back and so can you see the way I fixed this thing? I have to put this under this, though I forgot to do that in the first place, but you have to put it on the material first before you put your pipe on it. So this is it. Now the other side of the belt, this is how you are going to do it. You know, this is when you have gotten half of it, half of the body like this. The other side of the belt, you are going to place it here. You are going to place it here, somewhere here. When you place it, you stitch it. Can you see? You stitch it down so that it will come like this and meet with this place like this. So because there's no place where you can put it here, so it's going to be on this place. It's going to come from the back, then it cross to this side. So after you might have done that, you will now go and stitch. You will now go and then add this. Let me get it. You take it to the table, get this place, get half of this side. So half of this side, you notch it. Come to this place too. Come to this place, get half of it. notch it very well. You now take it to your machine. You see this side, this place you are seeing, we go to this side like this, go, and this place. So if, okay, let me just teach you this tactics. You come to this place, you tag this place down, you remove the machine, you take this place up again, tag it down. This place too will come to this place, you tag it down and tag this place before you run it round. So let me just do that, and then I will bring it back and show you how it looks like. So now we have come to the end of the bag. So by the time you finish stitching it, this is how it's going to look like. Just like I told you, this place to this place, this place to this place, then you tape inside. After taping inside, then you make the tassel for the zip, the tassel for the zip. The tassel used to make the zip look more beautiful, and the bag looks beautiful. It makes it look more beautiful. So this is it here. This is the tassel here. You just add the second one to it. As I promised, I will still teach you how to make tassel. I will teach you the different types of tassel, about 2 of it. But for now, this is how this bag is going to look like. Can you see? You see the back. This is the back side view of it. You see, though I use the brown color to show you this, to teach you, to train you, but this is the other color. So after fixing it, this is how it's going to look like. You tape the inside. Let me show you the inside of the bag. This is the inside. Can you see? This is how the inside is going to look like. And this is the side. This is the other side. So thank you very much. This is the end of this tutorial.